Imagine having a conversation with a financial guru who's not just wealthy, but is also renowned for turning a modest investment into a staggering empire. Enter Warren Buffett, often referred to as the Oracle of Omaha. His financial decision has not only made him one of the richest people globally, but has also given the world invaluable lessons on wealth building and smart money decisions. So let's go through what Warren Buffett is warning us about step by steps. If you're new to our investing channel, please consider subscribing with the bell on so that you can invest in yourself for your better future. Now let's begin. Number 1. Paying for a gym without commitment. According to statistics, around 61 million people were gym members in 2017. But reports show that almost 70% of students with memberships stop using them after the first few months. Most gyms rely on people paying their dues and not showing up. People join gyms to improve their health and physical fitness. Gyms offer a variety of equipment and various classes to choose from. However, many people join the gyms without being committed to exercising regularly. Having a gym membership doesn't make sense if you don't use it regularly. There are many low-cost and free options for fitness. Many people prefer outdoor exercise such as walking, playing sports with friends, running, or hiking. Train your mind and be persistent until you can commit to an exercise routine. Number 2. Extravagant vacations. Having experiences like traveling is very important. They are achievements we want to accomplish in our lives. However, if these experiences are not well planned, they can end up being ruined often. Poor people go into debt to be able to travel for a few weeks. It's undeniable that the experience was great, but you will have to pay for it for years, causing you to regret making that decision. Therefore, if you want to fully enjoy it, be very careful not to think emotionally and overlook the rational side when planning your dream trip. Don't do it through loans or debts, because these vacations can end up being a total nightmare for your wallet. Plan your finances well and choose the right time to have a great trip. Number 3. Watching TV and playing video games. An important fact revealed by Warren Buffett is that middle-class and lower-class households waste time watching television or playing video games. This is much more common in these households than in wealthier homes. He explains that first of all, they waste time and money acquiring the latest TV packages, and second, they waste their time playing video games instead of using them for more constructive activities or learning how to generate new income and grow their wealth. For example, people from high social classes read much more consistently than poorer people who often spend their free time watching Netflix or other streaming services. Number 4. House. Surprisingly, unlike the poor, the rich don't own a house, at least not at the beginning of their journey toward success. Instead, they rent a house while building the necessary assets to be able to buy that same house. One of the mistakes that poor people make is getting into debt to buy a house, which is completely destructive to their economy. Putting all your assets, all your savings, and possibly adding debt in one place is risky. Furthermore, owning a house won't make you money. On the contrary, it will generate expenses. The risk ends up being too high. Buffett doesn't mean having a house of your own to share with your family is completely wrong. What's wrong is buying a house with a lot of debt that will lead you to bankruptcy slowly. Number 5. Gambling. Gambling is detrimental to your finances, although Warren Buffett states that there's nothing wrong with playing once in a while. If you expect to increase your income and generate wealth, it will only lead you to bankruptcy. Every time you play on these machines like slot machines, it is very likely that your ambition will make you want to spend more and more, which make you spend all your money in a matter of minutes. Luck is for mediocre people. Success is for those who don't rely on luck. Number 6. Luxury brands. As mentioned earlier, the poor buy things they don't need regardless of the price. We know that millionaires can afford fashionable clothes, mansions, luxury cars, and designer clothing, among other things. However, this doesn't mean they are spending hard-earned money on material possessions from luxury brands. They can afford to acquire these things in whatever quantity they want, but occasionally you see them wearing simple $20 watches or using the same phone for many years, so it's not enough to simply avoid buying products you don't need. It's necessary to analyze if it's the best option. Number 7. Buying a new car. Buying a new car is one of the worst financial decisions the new generations will make. This is because as soon as you drive the car off the dealership and take it on the road, the vehicle starts to depreciate. The value of your car will decrease between 20 and 30% by the end of the first year. And at the end of 5 years, it will lose at least 60% of its initial value. Most people borrow money to buy a new car, but they're essentially borrowing money to buy an asset that immediately depreciates by 30%. It's not all bad news. If you want to have a shiny car that smells new without getting into debt with the bank, you can buy a used car with 2 or 3 years of use. With all that said, these are the fundamental money-saving ways by Warren Buffett. Do you agree, or are you going to continue burning that paper? Feel free to comment below and let us know.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.